Alright YouTube, this is Rick and Steve. Today we're going to be shooting a Bond Arms Snake Slayer with a 4 1/4 inch barrel. We're going to try the Winchester Western PDX Defender round, which is the 3 triple-aught sized gold-plated disc, or copper-plated disc, which are 71 grains, the same as triple-aught Buckshot, and it has 12 plated lead BBs included in the round. The other round we're going to be testing is the 3-inch Winchester triple-aught Buckshot. First, the triple-aught Buck, and second, the PDX Defender. Okay, YouTube, Rick and Steve with the 410 home defense rounds. On the left, you've got a 5-shot group, which is a single shot of 3-inch 410 triple-aught Buck. And the dispersal there is about 2 inches, whereas on your right-hand side, you see the PDX self-defense round. The Buckshot spread about 2 3/4 inches, where the 12 rounds of, or the 12 pieces of individual shot spread about 9 inches across by 7.5 inches north to south there. No surprise, Buckshot penetrated all of the walls, and the BBs penetrated the 3rd wall board. A couple of them did, and just bounced off the inside of the 4th one. So we fired another one up here at the top, and as you can see, the dispersal is really about the same. We don't see the shot cup on this one, so. We fired the Winchester PDX Extreme 410 self-defense round, and this is what we found out. The first round, or I'm sorry, the full load hit the ribs.
Yeah, the bags.
Okay. The round impacted the ribs, and we found one of the self-defense disc lying in front of the target area. We see that it hit the jean material because it has a pattern of blue jean material on it. Then it did penetrate all the way through the shoulder, or through the ribs, into the shoulder, and one pellet, one Buckshot round actually penetrated the far end, and penetrated the far side of the shoulder, exited that into one layer of wallboard, and we found this disc wedged in the 2nd layer of wallboard. You can see my finger right here. All it did was bulge the far side of the 2nd layer of wallboard. So there's 2 ribs in here, and they are both absolutely shattered. This is the most shattered I've seen a piece of rib in any of the tests, so that's impressive. Then the wound channel through the pork shoulder. The entrance wound is very unspectacular, as is the exit wound. When you open this up, if you want to get the camera there, sir, you can see the wound channel that one of these made. The wound channel went through here, up, and then out the back side. So when you complete this, you can see the exit wound right here. And it's just a tiny hole, same size as the round itself. Very interesting. Meat rain. This was a 3-inch 410 Buckshot round like you would find for a deer hunting round for a 410 shotgun. It has 5 triple-aught buck 71 grain pellets in it compared to the 3 71 grain self-defense disc found in the PDX round. So as you look at the ribs, you see that one of the lead buckshot is stopped right on the surface of the ribs. I don't think this really shows a degradation of performance because the other 4 rounds, the other 4 pellets, penetrated to varying degrees the pork shoulder and the back, 2 of which actually penetrated all the way through the pork shoulder and bounced off of the first layer of drywall, and we find those laying at rest right here on the board in front of the drywall. There's some incredibly soft lead because you can see how they went from plain spherical balls to flattened disc in most cases. Now we're going to take these apart and see what we see. Alright YouTube, here you go. This is the entrance wound side of the 5 triple-aught buck pellets coming from the 410 Derringer, the 4 1/4 inch barrel. Exit wound side. I don't know if you can hear this, but the bones are absolutely shattered. It's like glass in there. 2 of the pellets were stopped right on the surface or right inside of the ribs and recovered there. The 3rd pellet went a little bit low and hit the piece of wood. It looks like it penetrated about 3/4 of an inch into the wood where it stopped. Then here you have the entrance of the remaining 2 pellets, which traverse the entire portion of meat, which is about 6 or 6.5 inches thick.
It's 4.5. I measured it.
It's 4.5?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 4.5 inches thick here.
It might be 6 at the bottom.
Yeah.
Might be right.
Exited the back side and came to rest right in front of the drywall where it bounced off the first layer. Alright YouTube, we tried the Winchester Western PDX Defender with the 3 self-defense disc. You can see the 3 disc. The deepest penetration is about 10.5 inches, 10 inches. The penetration of the others are at about 8.5 inches. The deepest penetration of birdshot, or the BBs, is 14 inches. The majority of them stopped in the neighborhood of about 5 or 6 inches. It looks like it was only hit by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 or 7 of the BBs. An interesting fact, it looks like the 3 pieces of self-defense disc entered in exactly the same spot, or pretty much the same spot, and then diverged inside, leaving 3 separate wound channels. Okay YouTube, this is Rick and Steve. We're looking at the defense discs that are located in that Winchester Western PDX1 round. And as you can see, first off, the discs are the same diameter as a number 3 buck. The difference is that they are actually disc. You can see the back of it. This one was marred by the BBs that are behind it. Okay YouTube, we tried the Winchester Western 3-inch triple-aught buckshot out of that same Bond Arms snake slayer with the 4 1/4 inch barrel. And it fires 5 triple-aught buck, and you can see 4 of them in this vicinity. And I'm guessing the first one penetrated the deepest all the way down to here. And, thank you. So our penetration is approximately 8 inches for the main group back here, and about How are we doing there?
Right about there.
And about 12 inches for the first piece of shot through.